is up, you guys? It is your girl Jess, back with another video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the lit side. And if you already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Today we're doing my very first mukbang, however it's pronounced. You just know I'm going to be eating food. So what I have here, I have seafood. I can't really I'm really not, it has like butter on the bottom of this or oil or whatever, and I'm not trying to spill it. I even put this extra bag down here so I'm not like spilling anything, but here it is. So yeah, it has a crab leg cluster, one corn on the cob, some cut potatoes, shrimp. I got a piece of sausage in here and some broccoli. I was gonna be fat and get like the pan, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna be running probably around like 9, and I just didn't want to do that to my stomach today. And it is spicy. If you live in the Orlando area, I got this from Cajun Seafood off of Good Homes Road, like almost Ocoee area, I guess, or Winter Garden area, whatever you want to call it. But their food is fire, so definitely go by there if you're in the area. So today I'm just gonna be eating and talking mess. So I really don't know how this video is gonna go. Like I don't know. By the way, I got it spicy because I love spicy food, and this will have your nose running. So be careful. You don't like spicy, get mild, or just get regular seasoning. But this is fire. First things first, happy Black History Month, guys. I'm currently recording this on Super Bowl Sunday. I really don't care about Super Bowl Sunday. Most of the time I just go and raid people's parties for the food and maybe watch the halftime show depending on who's going to be performing. But this Sunday I was just like, you know what, I'll pass. And I really just want to chill at home. And I also have like an assignment due today, like a quiz that I have to do today, which I should get started on, but I'm hungry. So yeah. I don't want to get all deep, but we're gonna dive right on into it because it's all I can think about right now in my mind. Just like how we take the smallest things in life for granted, bro. Like the smallest things in life. Like last Sunday, when I found out that Kobe Bryant died, that hit me like a bus. Like I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Like I felt the same way, probably worse than when Mac Miller died, but I just felt absolutely like shocked. Like I was just in awe. I didn't really believe it. But like so many things we take for granted. Like not only the people in your life, just driving down the street and coming back home safely. So like literally, just because the journey, just because you know that road, safety is not guaranteed. And that's the one thing that we all take for granted. We think, I go down the street every day, nothing's gonna happen to me, and we take stuff like that for granted. And like I really just been looking at my life and looking at 2020, and I just want to be more positive. Like honestly, that death did hit everyone, and people were like, this year already sucks, we'll try again in 2021, throw away the whole year. I really think we shouldn't think like that, because really that was a tragic loss to like a lot of people in different communities, but I wouldn't let that define the whole year. Like we have so much to look forward to. And that's why I have to look back on the past 2 years of my life, which were a little bit hard. Which 2018 was hard, the worst year for me. 2019 was okay. But I look back on those years and I was just like, I go through life with such a negative mindset just because I don't want to be let down. And I used to make a lot of like, not suicidal jokes, but I'd just be like, I don't really want to be here. Like, I don't really care if I live or die. I used to say stuff like that all the time. Now I'm just like, I need to choose my words wisely. It's not like I want to die or like, damn it. It's not like I want to die or anything, but it's just like, We have so much to live for. Kobe was like the ideal man for everyone. Like he was like, he had a beautiful family. He was the best in his sport. He was a good person in his community, known for being an amazing person. And it's just like, if anything, we don't want to look at it as, man, throw the whole year away because Kobe's gone. You want to look at, he inspires you to do your best and to leave behind like something. I'm not saying like a legacy or whatever. Not everyone's going to do that. But you just want to be known for being a good person, you know? And known for helping certain people when they were down. Known for being a rock in someone's life as well, like how Kobe was to everyone else. Like a staple in someone's life, you know? I don't know if that's making sense, but that's just what I thought about. And put so many things into perspective. I'm like, I really need to change my mindset for this year because obviously I'm just known into being in a routine and in a pattern. And I never really sit back and look and be like, so what didn't work from last time when I tried to do it this way? And what could I have done differently? I just look at it as, oh well, you know, something else didn't work out my way. Surprise. And I always have like a pessimistic mindset when it comes to certain things. So I'm really going to try to work on that this year. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Soon I'm going to do on my channel, like I'm going to do a vision board. A vision board, not just for like 2020, probably like from now and 5 years from now. Because I never know how my goals are going to change and what I'm going to check off my list. Like I want to kind of have somewhat of a plan for what I'm doing and what I want in life. So I'm definitely going to create a vision board. Other than that, have you guys listened to Mac Miller's album Circles? When I tell you, I finally finished it the other night. And when I finished it, I shed a tear. Because I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, it's still surreal, some of the people that we like lost. Like, I really don't want to get on that subject, but like that album was just so beautiful and I shed a tear. Like I really did like cry a little bit after listening to it. It was so beautiful. So I'm gonna go to like a different note so I'm not just focusing on like people we lost in death and everything. I want to kind of be your light for the day. Make you have a nice, happy rest of your day. That potato was fire. Anyways, I want to talk about some TV shows that I have slept on. I've never watched like Bates Motel, and I literally finished it like all 4 or 5 seasons I think there is of that show in like 2 weeks. Like on and off. I'm telling you, when I don't like leaving my house, so I'm just binge watching TV like all the time. I have like days off. So I binge watched Bates Motel and I was like, whoa, this story is interesting and crazy. That show is really good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Other than that, I watched The Witcher. The Witcher is good. The Witcher is so good. I kept seeing the hype about it on Twitter and I was just like, this show looks kind of whack, until I saw the guy who plays Superman was playing like The Witcher and I was like, okay, maybe I want to see it. And that show did not disappoint. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And if you have seen it, Yennefer deserved better. She deserves so much better. But other than that, I want to talk about the show Sex Education. I'm on season 2, but I'm on like episode 4 or 5. And that show is so good. It is so good. I think that show is very realistic. And I like how that show goes like pretty much far and in depth where a lot of like US shows try to do. I'm saying that because the UK based shows. And I think a lot of shows in the US are like afraid to dive into that side. And I love how realistic that show is. Other than like shows like Euphoria and like Degrassi at the time, that's probably the only type shows that are like realistic into like teen life and how teens go through high school, how most of us went through high school. And I like that. Now I also want to talk about the Grammys. So with the Grammys, the only thing I want to talk about really was, first of all, I didn't really watch my parents were watching, my mom was watching it, and I was just like, let me know when Billie Eilish hits the stage, let me know when Lizzo hits the stage, Tyler hits the stage. She failed to tell me about Tyler's performance, so I have to look at it later, and it was amazing. But what Tyler the Creator said, I don't know if this interview was before or after the Grammys, was so accurate, and he put it in a way that everyone could understand. And I just really wish after this and after the Grammys potentially getting sued, I hope they change like how they categorize albums. And I really feel like that year that Rihanna, back in 2016, when Rihanna got snubbed for Anti, I felt like that's what she knew. I'm done with this music stuff. Because that was my best. That was one of my best albums. I put so much time and work into it for it to barely get acknowledged. You could even tell when they kept putting the camera on her, she was just looking around, like putting her lip gloss on, drinking the whole time. She did not care. She wanted to go home because she was over getting snubbed. Over with her talent not being recognized. And I understand that. And that's why many artists don't go anymore. And it makes complete sense now. But if you haven't seen what Tyler the Creator said, he made some really good points. And people know that the Grammys have been doing this for years, but nobody really started acknowledging it until, like, first of all, when Macklemore won over Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if it was for best album or best hip hop album, but you knew that was absolutely wrong. It's ridiculous. So I just try nowadays not to watch like award shows because I just know like it's just BS. And not only that, they're just boring. Award shows aren't fun like they used to be. When like certain people stopped performing at award shows, it suffered. Like I miss when Rihanna used to perform. I miss when Beyonce used to perform. We still got Ariana every now and again performing. But other than that, we're bored out here. Like if I see Shawn Mendes and Camilla perform Señorita one more time, dude, like that song, it's a good song, don't get me wrong, but I'm really tired of seeing that performance. Let's talk about kids and why I'm not really here for them. So children, it's not like I hate kids or anything, I just don't see myself having any. If anything, I see myself being the rich bougie aunt, you know. But as far as having kids of my own and just being around kids in general, it's just not my thing. There are some that are super cute that I can tolerate and actually, you know, interact with. But, like my mom, she was a teacher. And then she was like, I want to look after my kids. So, she decided to do daycare once she had, like, me. So, she worked at the daycare that I was at, but of course she couldn't like watch me because of her daughter, and that would be like some favoritism going on there. But at least because she knew the teacher, she knew who would be looking after her child. So, and my thing is, at the time as a kid, going to daycare is so much fun because you're just interacting with all these kids and you meet new friends and all that stuff, and it's fun. But then when I got older and my mom was still a teacher and I would go in her classroom to see her and stuff, I'd be like, this is gross. For one, kids just be digging in their nose and touching each other. They be scratching their butt and touching each other and doing weird stuff. And I'm just like, I just can't do it. To me, when I walk into a daycare, I just see cold, flu. I'm not gonna say disease, but like cold and flu and sickness. And then like runny nose. Just gross. That's why with my nieces and nephews and stuff, I don't like going to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't like going to Monkey Joe's. I don't like going to places like that. One, I'm not going to eat there. We'll eat before or after because I don't want to see what they're doing with that pizza. And then the environment to me is already gross. Like I want to wipe everything down. It's just disgusting to me. Oh, I'm going to get back on the topic of shows. Because now like all my favorite shows are ending. Like New Girl is one of my favorite shows. Like if you know me, I love the quirky like comedies, the Friends type comedies. Love, not Single Ladies, Living Single. I love Living Single. Love Friends. Loved That 70s Show. And New Girl. They're like my favorite like group friend buddy type comedies. And I recently rewatched all those shows just because I just love them. We're not friends, but now that New Girl is over, I need like another show to watch. Grownish is back. I watch Grownish. And a lot of things, their episodes go up and down. A lot of things escalate too quickly sometimes. Because I'm a blind fan. I'm sorry. Chloe and Holly are in it. And then you got Diggy Simmons and Trevor Jackson. Say less. But I just started, and I see they have Ryan Destiny in there, which I freaking love her because she's so beautiful. Her style is on point, and she's gorgeous. Oh, and Luca. In love with that guy. That guy is so cute. That's what I've been watching as well. And then How to Get Away with Murder. Almost choked. The final season is going on right now, and there's like a little break in between the seasons, and I think it doesn't come back till like May or April, which is a stretch. And I'm just like, y'all could just continue out this season and let me go along with my life. But apparently Annalise is dead. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it or if you plan on watching it, but Annalise is dead. Somebody killed her, and we gotta figure out who did it. And I love how that show is. I hate that it's ending, but I'd rather them end on a good note than try to like Game of Thrones it. We will never forgive Dan and Dave. We will never forgive Dan and Dave for season 8. So I'd rather you just leave it alone where it's, you know, just let it go while it's still good instead of making it long and dramatic and bad. But that show will keep you on the edge of your seat. Oh my gosh, I love How to Get Away with Murder. Right now what I'm watching is Sex Education. After that, I don't really know what I'm gonna watch next. I don't have any plans. Cause when I get bored and I don't have a show to binge watch, I'll just watch another old show. So if I have nothing to watch after Sex Education, I'm rewatching Vampire Diaries. So I wanted to address this because I get a lot of heat from my friends for this, but they always make plans and they don't be like certain or for sure they're gonna go through with those plans. And for me, in my opinion, because I like being in my house, and honestly I love when plans are canceled. So if we make plans and if on the day before or the day of those plans you don't say anything about it, I'm gonna assume that those plans are canceled. So a lot of times I get in trouble for not showing, well, not get in trouble, but they'd be mad at me for not showing up for things and stuff like that. But it's like, y'all know how I roll. Like, let me know if we're going or not. I'm not gonna sit here and guess. But I decided to be nice the other day. And I like reply now, like ask, so I don't like, people don't get mad at me for not showing up. And they'd be like no or yes. The other day, simply my plans were canceled. The plans were canceled, and I was like, thank gosh, because I really wanted to stay home. It's cold outside. I really didn't feel like spending money. So I was happy. I'm seriously a homebody. If I'm not at work, if I have time off and I'm not at work or have any schoolwork to do, I just want to be at home with some good food, binge watching a movie. Probably that morning I will like work out and go running. But other than that, I just want to be at home, enjoying me and my company. Like, don't do me like that. I would say I have a lot of this left. But like, I know I'm not going to be able to eat all this right now on camera. So I think I'm going to stop it right here. I still have like 1 shrimp left, like 2 pieces of broccoli, that piece of sausage, corn on the cob, and the snow crab cluster. So I'm just gonna eat that later on tonight because I do need to start looking at my notes for this quiz I'm about to take. But before I sign off, I just want to say I don't have more time because of my class, the one class that I'm taking right now. If you don't know the story on that, I think I've told it. If not, let me just revisit it. So I signed up for 3 classes this semester. Apparently they said my fees weren't deferred, which they totally were, so I had to re-sign up for the classes. Most of them were full except for one, which was online, and that's all I'm taking right now, one online class. So it gives me more time. I can relax more, which is great because last semester was a headache, a struggle, and I really wanted to drop out. So now I have more time, I have more time to run in the mornings, and it's been perfect weather in Florida to like run in the mornings because it's been cold, cooler, weird temperatures. So now that I'm doing that, I just don't like the hassle of carrying like my phone. Not all my types have a phone pocket and keys, a pocket for my keys. So what I'm thinking, I want to get a new watch that'll track like my mileage, heart rate monitor, and things like that. So I was looking, first of all, I don't like the square shape of the Apple Watch, so that was an easy no for me. I know it's popular because everybody likes like Apple products, which I do too, but just I don't like the design of the watch. Then I was looking at the Fossil watches, and some of them were missing key features that I liked. And then I looked at Garmin. Garmin is known for being a sports watch. They have a lot of different programs into them, like for running, swimming, biking, things like that. I'll be primarily using mine for biking, not much indoor activity. So the one that I was looking at was like the Vivo Active 3 or 4, and I'm debating on getting it. So I just want to know if anyone knows about those watches. Please comment down below because I want some insight on it. I'm doing my own research on it, but I just want to see if someone has it. What do you think about the watch? So please tell me. But anyways, that's all I had to talk about today. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you folks sometime this week. Peace out, my love. Stay positive. Mwah.